Hello and welcome back to another Final Table commentary. If at any point in time you find yourself not caring for the commentary, there'll be a link in the description down below to the video and KalipokerTV poker replays. With all that being said, today we got a 5K Titans event from the 2nd of March, I do believe. We got Lena on the final table, Dari Poker, Grozarg with this big ass stack, 100 blinds, European 3-betting with an ace and a 2 of the same suit. We got Gavs, we got Diva, Drew Durs, Dex, and Alistair. Again, Lena's got that ace and the king. They're going to click it right on back to 14.5 blinds. We could see a clicking battle here. European might stick in a 5th bet. Oh, they do just find the fold and preserve the 61 blinds. Lena gets it on through. And we already got a break to fast forward through. That's kind of interesting. Get one hand, and then we gotta sit around and wait it on out. No, I'm just joking. Ace queen for Grozarg. They'll come on in for the open. 2 blinds is the size they elect to go with. Sometimes the big stack goes bigger. Got Dex in the big off 36 blinds. I don't know if that would change anything up. Drew Durs with the shoving stack. Gavs with the shoving stack. Oh boy, and then a jack and a jack for Grozarg. Dari's got a couple of 9s. They're in trouble here. I don't think we open rip. 17.5 blinds. Do we? We aren't in the money here. Dari comes in for the min raise. Grozarg, I think, sticks in a 3-bet with that big stack. Excuse me, they make it 4 blinds to go. If I'm Dari, I just rip it all in. Dari's a next level player though. We'll see what they elect to do. Only 2 more blinds to call. Dari will rip it all in for 17.5, looking for a 9. 8 on the turn is not what we're looking for. A full house for Grozarg. They'll take down the 38 blinds, and Dari's gone to Alonso. Ace Jack for Diva. 10-10 for Lena in the big blind. Grozarg with a King 8 suited will open under the gun. If I'm Diva, I play call. King and an 8 for Alistair, hitting the muck. Lena in the big blind, also likely to play call. We see a 9, a 2 flop, 2 diamonds for Grozarg to go along with the middle pair. Checks around to Diva. They don't have a great reason to bet. 7.5 blinds in the middle. They say, I'll take a stab. I'll bet a third. Checks to me. I'll bet 1/3 dealer. Goes call, call, and we're off to the turn. Unless Grozarg chucks in a raise here, they do have that flush draw, and a strong one at that. They could put Lena in a pickle. They might fold the overpair? What happens here? 8.5 blinds is the size from Grozarg. Diva, of course, gets out of the way with the ace and the jack. If I'm Lena, I'm scared. I'm terrified, yo. 6 more blinds to call into a pot of 21. Would be 27 in the middle, and Lena lays down the pair of 10s. Grozarg with a very high equity hand there. 10-10 hits the muck, and we got a Drew Durs cooler. Queen versus aces. 1 queen being folded. Lena folding an ace and a jack. Alistair will 3-bet small here. I wonder if we make it like 3 blinds. Do we ever do like the most disrespectful min raise? Nah. Alistair says that's too cute. 4.5 blinds is the size. I guess Lena could 4-bet bluff. Nah, nice fold by Lena. And Drew Durs very ecstatic with that queen and the queen. It would always be cool to see some post-flop action, but we'll just see a rip it all in pre. Quick call from the aces, of course. No queens, no queen. 40 blinds slide Alistair's way. They're up to 66. Uh-oh, 66.6. That's some bad voodoo right there, everybody. Ace queen for Dex. They come on in for the open. Ace king for Lena once again. We'll see a little bit bigger of a 3-bet. Too many B's in that sentence. 6 blinds is the bet. Dex still has 32 behind. I think we play call. Nice fold by Dex. Beautiful little play there. Get away from all the danger. Is that because we're one off the money? Got 7 players remain, 6 get paid 10k. Dex says Gav in the big has 10 blinds. I can just fold and preserve my 32. No need to cause any danger here with the ace queen. Very nice play by Dex. This time ace queen for Grozorg. European with a7 suited calls from the small 9-9-5 flop. 1 heart for European. No spades for Grozorg, but they got the pre-flop aggressive lead. They're in position. They'll go for a sizable c-bet. 2 blinds into under 6. On a board that's paired. No flush draw. Get a European call. They pick up the queen of hearts on the turn, but that's top pair, top kicker for Grozorg. See a bigger bet here. I bet about 6 blinds. Maybe even larger. And European's going to think about it. No! Grozorg's going smaller, so European's just coming along to the river hoping to smack a heart. Also thinking to themselves, no 8 or king. As there's the jack 10 straight draw. 8, 7, 6, 7. Ace on the river is bad news for European. They may pay off another bet here. 19.5 blinds and more will slide Grozorg's way. Top 2 pair for Grozorg. I'll think about what size to go for. I don't know what to say. They go full pot. They went big on the flop, small on the turn. Pot on the river. Grozorg's going to get paid off here, I think. European's just going to think about it and say, all the jack 10, 10, 8, king 10, king jack, 7, 6, 8, 7, 8, 6. Hearts, everything misses. 19.5 blinds is the bet. Nice play by Grozorg in the end, even if European finds a way to get away from this one. I think European knows they're wrong, though, if they call. They're doing a great job of thinking this one through, and they may land on the fold if they're taking this long. Think long and think right. Do it, European late. Oh, he does find the call. 19.5 blinds times what, 3? Like a 60 blind pot there for Grozorg. European with an ace and a king. What do we do here? Some players will just rip it all in. Some players will call because of the situation that we're not in the money. Grozorg with the 9-8-0 opens it on up from the cutoff. We do see a little bit of a 3-bet, 6.5 blinds, and European takes her down. Just goes for a very standard 3-bet there. Ace King for Elena will open it on up to 2.2 blinds. A lot of Ace Kings for Elena, not too much action though. King 7 for Dex in the big blind might just find a fold, and they do. Ace 10 for Elena. Another open for them under the gun. Alistair in the big with 10-8-0 has some chips to play with here. They're in second place. 10-8-0 might just be a call. Alistair says, no, just save the blind. Elena takes it down pre once again. Queen 9 for Grozorg will open under the gun. Gavs with an ace will think about it and let it go. Alistair with ace 10 in the small. Elena with a pocket pair of 6s. Get a call from the big blind. Ace King 2 flop goes check bet fold, and we're moving along. What's going on here? Ace 3 for Dex. Might even fold. Open fold dealer. And Grozorg gets a walk with the 8-6-0. Ace King for Alistair. Ace 9 for Lena. We could always see some action. I don't know if we're going to. Likely just going to be an Alistair open, and I think they'll take it down pre. I don't know if Lena wants to call with the ace 9, especially in this situation. You got Grozorg in the small blind. Like a 3-bet would be cool. Yeah, Lena just finds the fold. European with the 10 and the 4 in the big blind. They're suited and booted, but they're going to let it go. Again, we just got Gav sitting on 9 blinds. We just got to hope they bust, so the action will pick on up. Lena with 9-5 suited. From the cutoff, we'll have to fold. Grozorg with a 9-2. If they open it on up, do they get European off King Queen in the small blind here? Weird spot. Is European call? Okay. They do. 5-7 for Gavs in the big blind. We'll get out of there. Jack 7 flop. Blah, blah. Jack 7 flop. 2 diamonds for Grozorg. I don't know why that was so difficult to say. Grozorg, we'll see what size they go with here on a wetter board. Flush draw out there. They pick the same size. Still plenty of straight draws. We can start listing them off. 10-9, 10-8, 9-8. Queen on the turn. There's even more now. Top pair though for European, which is more relevant. And the flush draw for Grozorg. But again, it's another one of those situations where there's just so many draws. King 10, King 9, 9-8, 10-8, 10-9. Diamonds. Ace King somehow? That's a straight draw. Still Ace 10. That's a straight draw. Jack on the river. European makes a boat. No flush for Grozorg. Does European ever block bet? And then Grozorg, I think, would just fold, but could always rip over the top of it. European says, I'll think about it for a second and just check it on over and see what happens. The boat will just take it down as Grozorg gives up the bluff. 19.5 blinds this time slide European's way. Ace 8 for Grozorg will open it on up from the cutoff. European with another Ace King on the button. We'll see if they go 6.5 blinds again. Yep, just 6.5 blinds. Standard ass shit from European. Grozorg, I don't know if we do it with the unsuited variety. Grozorg, a very disciplined player, will just find the fold. Ace Queen for Elena. Ace Jack for Dex in the big blind. European with Ace 8 suited. We'll let that go from the cutoff, I think. A 3-bet's always cool, of course. And Gav sitting there with under 6 blinds with 3-4. Unfortunately, just has to fold a very strong player. Just no holdings for him as European sticks in the 3-bet to 6.5 blinds. Lena tinking and finds the call. King 6 flop. 2 clubs for European. They might find a way to steal this one here. They'll go for a C-bet and like maybe just take it down, even if it's like 3.7 blinds or something. 3.8, sorry. Does this just get done on the flop? Because this situation is so weird. No, nicely done by Lena. We got a call and a deuce on the turn. 23 blinds in the middle, 30 behind. How many calls can Lena find? How many bluffs can European stick in? They got a very high equity holding to do it with, so they may as well continue to tell the story. 8.5 blinds is the size, 22 behind. Very difficult spot. Again, we get the 3-bet pre. European's been sticking in a lot of 3-bets with Ace King. Ace 8 suited this time, flops the flush draw, and we get another call. The Ace Queen holds up, 40 blinds in the middle. If I'm European, I just give up the bluff. I'm terrified. Can you get like 8s or 9s off the pot though if you jam? I don't know. European might find out and click the jam button. No, they check it. Beautiful play by Elena to pick up 40 blinds. Holy. I mean, pick up 20 off a European, so it's only picking a 40 blind pot is what I'm saying. Everybody knows what I'm saying, even though if he misspoke. King 9 for Alistair will get a walk. Beautiful play by Elena. They got 70 blinds here. That's second place position. Gavs with an ace and a queen will be all in. We see ace deuce for Elena in the big blind. A bunch of hearts being folded. Gav should have a good spot here. No deuces, dealer. Let's just see the bubble continue. Oh, we could chop it up with a jack. There it is. Deuce wouldn't matter, but a queen or an ace would give Gavs the best holding. Not this time. Ace jack. Gavs will rip it all in once again with 6 blinds this time and get it on through pre. Ace 7 for Dex. We'll just let it go. Grossberg with an 8 and a 4 could raise it up. From the small blind here, European in the big with a queen 3-0 sees a 3 blind size and just lets it go. Ace queen for Dex. 3-3 for Gavs. To be fair, Gav's names is like difficult to say. Like, do you just call him Gav? But there's like obviously a Z there. Gav is easy to say. Gav's, it's very difficult. It's a lot of maneuvering of your mouth there. Anyways, we get an ace high board. Gavs needs a 3. They don't find it. Dex knocks him on out, and most importantly picks up 18 blinds. 32 now for Dex. They're hanging on out in the game. They still got an opportunity. They're in 5th place, so they can only, well, they've only got 10k locked up. There's a 5k ladder. I think they're still just playing for first place. That's 72k up top. European with an ace and a jack. 3 bets all in and takes it down pre versus Grossberg open. King 8 suited for Lena will raise under the gun. Grossberg with ace jack thinking about a 3 bet here. Might just play call. No, they stick in a 3 bet to 7 blinds. And we could get in a clicking battle here. Lena likes a good 4 bet. King 8 suited does seem like the variety to use. There's the 4 bet. Now Grossberg didn't want to see this, so they do just let it go. Nice play by Elena once again. No missteps yet. Beautiful poker. King 3 for Diva just lets it on go from the cutoff. 6-7 for Alistair in the small. Elena with the 8-7 suited. Get a limp pot. Lena might bump it up here. 3.5 blinds is the size. Just trying to put a little pressure on Alistair in 3rd place, and they'll get the heck out of there. King Queen for Dex. King Queen for European. They're both suited and booted. 5-5 for Grossberg in the big blind. European will raise under the gun. A 3 bet from Dex would be cool. They've been not snug, not impatient, or not patient. They've just been hanging on out, playing a fair game. They had that one beautiful fold versus Lena with the East Queen versus Ace King, of course. 10-8 4 flop here. Both the King Queens missed. The 5s are holding on up for the time being. European and Dex with the back door. Straight draws. 2 overcards. I mean, there's only, what, 4 left? That was easy math as Dex bets. The 5s hit the muck, and European might let it go too, and they do. Nice little play by Dex to seal the pot there. Ooh, 10 jack for European in the big. Might see another big Grossberg open with 6-3-0. 3 blinds is the size. European says, I've got a playable holding this time. I think I've clicked the call button. Let's see. Oh no, European rips it on in and takes it down pre. 25 blinds for European hanging out. Ace King for Lena will open. 3-7 for Diva in the big blind is suited. 36 blinds behind. I think we might call here. Diva sticks in a 3 bet to 8.5 blinds. That's not going to work. No siree, this is not going to work, but it's a beautiful play by Diva. I was not expecting this. They said, I've been hanging out patiently. I haven't had many spots here, and Lena 4 bets. Diva swiftly folds, of course, 3-7-0, or 3-7 suited, not 0. It would have been more sweet to see a 3-7-0 3 bet to 8.5 blinds from the big from Diva, but no one was suited and booted. Certainly Lena's going to have a lot of opens from the cutoff there. Anyways, we got an ace-5 for European raising into Dex's big blind with king 8-0. No pairs on the 6-4-3 flop. No flush draws. This is beautiful shit here. European bets half pot and Dex folds the king high. I thought we were going to see a battle there. Grozorg with the ace 10, European with the king queen. Get a raise from the hijack, European in the cutoff. Thinking 3-bet, and they go small, 5.5 blinds. It still gets the job done though. Ace 9 for Grozorg, a quick open under the gun. King queen for Alistair is suited in the small blind. Always a weird spot in my opinion. Do we 3-bet? Do we call? What the hell do we do? We can't fold. We call. Just go play post flop. But it's an under the gun open. Lena gets out of the way. Ace high board. Backdoor royal flush draw for Alistair. Yikes. What do we do? 50 blinds deep. About 6 in the middle. Hope it's a small bet, I suppose. 1.9 blinds. Yikes. I was hoping 1.7 or smaller. But to be fair, it's only 0.2 blinds. It's really minute difference. Alistair will call. Oh, he sticks in a check raise. Just 5.7 blinds here. Grozorg, what do? We call. Let him blast off if he's going to do it. King Queen picks up no equity and we'll just probably give up now, right? 17 blinds in the middle, though. We stuck in 8.5. Fire a barrel, Alistair. I don't know why, though. 10.5 blinds. Alistair clicks the button. And Grozorg swiftly folds. Nice steal by Alistair. Gets Grozorg off top pair. Ace 4 for Lena. Suited and booted, limps it on in. Grozorg with a 7 and a 5. Grozorg checks it on back. 8-5-3 flop. Straight draw. First pair. Lena checks it on over. Grozorg bets 1.4 blinds. Lena swiftly calls. Picks up a pair of 4s. Grozorg checks it on back. 7 on the river completes the club flush draw. Lena checks over the pair of 4s. 2 pairs for Grozorg, bets 3.5 blinds, and if I'm Lena, it might be... No, there's a 1-liner to a 6, actually. I'm not so curious anymore. What misses, like 9-10? 9-10 with a club? Yeah, not much. Lena says I'm out of here. Some sort of 2? Like King 2 with a club or some shit? Anyways, we got Elena open from the button. King 6-0. European calls the big with 5-7 suited. Flops bottom pair on the Jack 9-5 flop. Be cool to see a little bit of action here. Elena bets about half. With no hand, no draw. European thinking things through here. We're coming along to the turn dealer. 9 pairs at the board. Good card for European. Do we lead? European's gonna lead. They just stick out a lead here. 2.8 blinds. How disrespectful. And European gets the heck out of there with the King 6-0. Nice play by European. They're hanging out with 37 blinds. Still in 4th place, so not a great spot, but plenty of chips to play with now. We'll see another 3-betting opportunities at some point. Jack 9 for Grozorg comes in for the open, and another wide 3-bet here from Diva. Queen 5-0. Says, get the fuck out of here, dude. This is my big blind. Just fold, walk it out, Grozorg. Grozorg folds to the 3-bet. Diva gets it through this time. Queen 9 for Grozorg. We'll open it on up. 7 deuce for Dex in the big. Folds around to him, and they'll let it go. Eventually. Another 3-bet? Are you serious, Dex? Nah, they'll just fold. 10-7 for... No, they're not playing that. Jack 3 for Diva will fold the button. Queen... No, that's a 9 and an 8. 9-8 for Dex. Limps it in. Alistair with Jack 4-0 might raise it on up. They say check it on back. Ace 9-8 flop. 2 pairs for Dex. Leads out a blind and takes it on down. Queen Jack for European. That could be an open. Into Lena's big blind. It's a little scary, but they got 4-6. Lena says, I don't give a shit, dude. King 10-9 flop. No, that's a deuce, not a 9. Whoa, what's up with my eyeballs and my lips right now? My brain, it's not working. European bets small with the straight draw, and they'll take the pot down. Queen for European. 9-9 for Lena. A 9 being folded in the big blind. Lena could be in trouble here. Don't 3-bet, dude. They do just play call 7-6-4 flop. Bad news. Bad news for the 9-9. Whoa, Queens check it back. 7 on the turn. We could have saw a lot more pennies go in the middle here. Elena bets 4 blinds. Does European raise now? I think we played our queens a little sneaky. We got a raise, right? No, a 4 on the river completes the flush. Does Elena just bet small and European calls? Well, we should have saw a few more pennies in the middle here, guys. 3.5 blinds is the size. Double paired board. Flush completes. I think it's better for Lena, but they're not going to have like 5-3, 5-8. Are you serious? It's like 6s, ace-7, ace-4. That's hoping to get raised on the river. Nice little raise here by European to 14 blinds. I'm glad they found it. I was saying they played the queens a little sneaky, but no, in the end they played it pretty beautifully. I think Lena will find the call here with the 9 and the 9. All in is the play. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that. This is a bluff, right? This has got to be a bluff, and then European says, what the fuck did I get myself into? European's got no time bank, and he folds. Oh no! Oh no, Poker Stars. What'd you do? Give Lena all those chips with a big cooler in his favor. Fuck's sakes. 8-8 for Lena will raise with 100 blinds on the button. Yo, Grosberg with King 9, and the small will let it go. Ooh, European could have walked away with a big stack there. They played the hand so interestingly. I think... Okay, let's rewind. Like, if... No, I'm not going to actually rewind, but... If they bet the flop, they don't have to bet large. I don't think Lena check raises 9s on the 7-6-4 flop or whatever the hell it was. So it'd go bet call on the turn. 7 pairs the board. Does it go check? I don't think so. I think European puts in another bet in position. 4 on the river completes the flush double paired board. Probably goes check. So it's not like European wins a huge pot if they bet on the flop. Where they actually went with the play that they elected to go for, which is the raise on the river to 14 blinds, I think actually puts more pennies in the middle than had they just bet on the flop, bet on the turn, and check back to river, right? So in the end, European taught me something there, which is a beautiful play. Grosberg has aces though. Alistair with the backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw over card. That is completely irrelevant on this paired board. 6-3-3 is the flop. Grosberg bets 1.3 blinds. But what a play by Elena with those 9s to turn him into a bluff. Gets queens off the pot. 8 on the turn is a flush draw for Alistair. No flush draw though. Or no straight draw, sorry. Too many words coming out of my mouth all at once. Alistair has the flush draw. No straight draw. Grosberg has aces. 8 blinds in the middle. 43 behind. I don't think we're going to get them all in. We do go to the river for free, which is interesting. Queen of hearts. Does Alistair go for some overbet bluff? And Grosberg thinks about it and calls. It's only 8 blinds in the middle. It's a weird spot for Alistair. They do go for an overbet bluff. But then again, it's only 10 blinds, so aces snap call. Nice pot for Grosberg. Jack 10 for Dex. They come in for the open. King 10 for Elena in the big blind. Getting King 7-3 flop. I don't know why I think this is so interesting. Dex with the backdoor straight draw. King high board. Bet small. Lena with top pair. Don't check raise. They check call 6 on the turn. Good stuff. No draw for Dex. King high board. Fire away. Oh, they give it on up. The flush completes on the river. Is Michael check? No, Elena bets 2 blinds, and Dex will find the fold with the jack high. Raise would be cool though. Just doesn't make any sense. Ace 4 for Grozorg in the big. King Queen for Dex. 8-10 for Alistair. Look at all these diamonds. Even Dex has one. Do we have a royal flush if we put our hands together? Ace. Oh, we're missing the king of diamonds. As we get an 8-10 suited 3-bet from Alistair to 5 blinds. Trying to punish Dex here. Grozorg with the ace 4 in the big blind will punish Alistair, however. Rip it all in. Take it down pre. So we got 6 players remaining, 15k locked up. Still quite a ways to go to that 72k up top. Would be a 22k heads up battle. That's a big number. As Grozorg raises the 6s and takes it down pre. Ace 9 for Elena comes in for the open from the cutoff. 6-4 for Diva in the big. Likes a good 3-bet, but they're going to play call this time. Very interesting. King 9. Nope, it's a King 8-7 flop. Holy. Rough start to the video. Even though we're halfway through. Rough video. Diva with the straight draw to the 5 is thinking check raise here. They find it 3.8 blinds and they'll take it down with the 6 high. Beautiful play. No backdoor flush draw. Diva's aggression works out this time. King for Lena. Grozorg with a suited king. I don't know if we're going to 3-bet here. No, they just swiftly fold and Dex has 6-5 and the big is offsuit. Thinking about a call. Finds the fold. Even goes in the time bank here, which is interesting. But they will let it go. 8-8 for Lena. They're getting a lot of playable holdings if we're being honest here. Obviously playing some great cards, but a lot of open opportunities. Not that like they're winning huge pots with their ace kings, obviously, but Jack 7 for Alistair will call the big blind. 10-5 4 flop, 1 diamond for Alistair, backdoor straight draws. Lena's gonna bet small? Or do we bet big here, 3.5 blinds? Yeah. I don't know why though. We block the straight draws. Someone tell me why we bet big there. Queen 7 for Grozorg. 8-9 for Lena in the big blind. Ace 7-2 flop goes check bet fold and we're moving along. 9-6 for Dex. Probably not going to open it on up. 8-4 for Lena in the small. We'll see some action here. Limp pot. Grozorg will check. 8-5 2 flop. Top pair. Lena bets 1.5 blinds. Grozorg has 2 over, backdoor straight draw. Does find the straight draw on the 7 turn. Looking for a 6. A king or a 9 work. Lena bets 4.5 blinds and Grozorg will probably fold. A raise would be cool. A bluff on a heart river potentially as well. Some of the thoughts going through Grozorg's head as they find the fold. King Queen for Alistair. 23 blinds will come in for the open. 2 blinds. European in the big with 5-6. In last place, might play call and defend that 1 blind in the middle. Jack 8-7 flop. Interesting. Europeans open-ended to the 4 or 9. Alistair has 2 overs and 3 in a row. Alistair will bet big. No, 1.5 blinds, giving European a fair price to come along here. If they just want to click the call button, they can. They can check raise too. That'd be cool. 3.9? 3.8? Whoa, we just fold the open-ender on the flop to the small bet? Like, the 9 is a little dirty, as I think it puts a 1-liner to a 10 out there, but, like, interesting. And European's a wizard, so obviously their play of folding makes more sense than my assumption of their call or raise. Anyways, we'll move along. Dex gets a walk with a 9 and a 5. European says, maybe I want a few dollars here, about 8,000. A little bit less, maybe like 7,500. If Dex busts, if Alistair busts, Ace 9 for European. Do we take the spot with 13 blinds? Just rip it all in? Oh, we go for the open, min open. 7-6 for Alistair in the big. Excuse me. 7 and a 6. Alistair tinks and rips it on in. Interesting aggressive play here from the 7-6 high. Just says, get away from my big blind, and European says, I didn't want to see this, and finds the fold with the Ace 9. So unfortunately, European finds a few folds that didn't work out for him here. Only the Queens was the big fold, but the Ace 9 here at about 60%. Could have got it in as a slight favorite. European decides they want a better spot. Ace King for Grozorg. Queen 9 for European. Might see a jam. Nah, min raise pretty disrespectful. European will read into that, I think, and just fold. No, they rip it all in and they'll get snap called by Ace King suited and flop a pair of queens. They're gonna... Oh, they're dead. Ace on the turn. Grozorg has the board locked up, and see you later, European. 6 plates position for him. Good game. King Queen for Alistair. Oh, limp it on in under the gun. King 10 for Diva. Thinking about a raise. Do we ever call instead? Yes, we do. 5-4 for Dex in the big blind. Says, why are you guys limping into my big blind, yo? Checks it on back. Flops a pair of 5s. 7-5, 3 flop. Alistair, 2 overs. The limping in aggressive lead? What the hell would you call that? Anyways, Dex has that pair of 5s. Sees a big bet. 2 blinds on the flop here. About 2/3. Get a call and a king on the turn. Bad news for Dex. They still got a straight draw to the 6, however, and a 5 and a 4 will get them the pot. 8 blinds in the middle. Dex is in a little bit of trouble here, as they might pay off another bet if they get a fair price. A free river is what you're hoping for, but that means your opponent has showdown value, so it'd be like 8s, maybe 6s, not 4s, no. Alistair bets 4 blinds. And Dex still finds the fold with the pair and the straight draw. Good shit for him. 5-6 for Lena will open under the gun. Dex with a couple of 10s might stick it all in here off the 14 blind stack. And I imagine Lena just finds the fold as there's no bounties out here. Yep. Jack 10 for Grozorg will raise under the gun. Alistair with Ace King in the small. 32 blinds in total for him. Make it like 7 or something. Maybe a little bit bigger. All in. Just a little bit bigger. And the all in will take it down pretty. Alistair hanging on out with 35 blinds. 8-6 for Lena. Limp it on in. No. Pass on the spot. Interesting. Ace Queen for Dex under the gun is suited. Diva with 8-5 suited in the big blind. Get a raise and a call and a jack 8-7 flop. That's a straight draw to the 10 or 6 for diva. Decks with 2 overs, backdoor royal flush draw. We see the king of hearts on the turn for free. 5 blinds in the middle, and diva smelt some weakness on the flop before decks checked. They're thinking, I want this pot here. King of hearts completes the flush. Diva tanks and checks. Hoping to get a free river, I suppose. 10. Interesting. Both players make a straight. One liner to an 8. Queen 8 makes a good straight. Ace queen is the best straight on the board that contains a flush possibility. What an interesting board here. King jack 10 9 7. 3 hearts. Five blinds in the middle. Dex bets 3.8, and if I'm diva, I call. Diva does. Sees the bad news. About 13 blinds will slide Dex's way. 10-10 for Alistair. Will raise under the gun. Jack 8 for Lena. Thinking about something dirty here. No, they let it go. Ace 8 for diva in the small. I don't know if we play that. Ace 5 for Grosark. Will stick in a 3-bet to 5 blinds, however. Diva quickly folds, of course. Alistair might just jam and take it down. They do elect rip, and they do take it down. Ducks for Lena will fold under the gun, which is interesting. King Queen for Grosark will raise 1 seat to Lena's left. Alistair in the big with the ace 10. Jack 9 6 flop. Straight draw for both players. Grosark in position bets 1.7 blinds. Alistair thinking about a raise. Folds. Wait, he didn't have a straight draw? Did I say both? Oh, sorry, my brain really broke. Did I say both players had a straight draw? Alistair had ace 10 on the jack 9. What board? I don't know. But anyways, that's on a straight draw. 10s versus aces. This is bad news for Dex. With 23 blinds, he might lose them all. Don't just open rip, whatever you do. That'd make you feel silly. Dex, a very capable player, goes for the 2 blind open into Grosark's big. Alistair with the aces, 3 bets to 5 bigs. Dex thinks about it, rips it in. All in dealer. We're going to need to see a 10, and I think a 10 was folded. Any 10s dealer? No 10. Another 4 makes a boat for both players. And we're going to lose Dex in 5th place, unfortunately, with a cooler. King Jack for Grosark. We'll just rip it all in for about 14 bigs to take it down pre. 4 players remain. $23,000 locked up. Lena gets a walk with an ace. Oh no, that was a raise under the gun and take it down pre, my bad. Now Lena's in the big. And then Diva's got ace king. Aces for Alistair again. Diva rips the ace king, of course. Alistair will tink and call. We're going to need to see 2 kings. We don't find any of that. Was there a backdoor straight draw? 5-2? I think so. Are we missing a 4? So no backdoor straight draw. Looks like he just had the king runner kings to get back in the game. Instead we lose Diva in 4th. Alistair picks up a couple of aces. Gets rewarded. 57 blinds for him. Now we got a 3-way battle, which is kind of interesting. Ace 8. Ace 8 for Grosark and Lena. Flush draw for Grosark. Let's see it. No, let's not see it. Although, to be fair, I don't think Lena wants to put too many more pennies in the middle here. Like, how many more? 14 more? I don't think so. Lena's out of there with the same holding. Nice steal by Grossberg, and we'll swiftly fast forward through the break. Ace-6 for Lena comes in for the open. Jack-10 for Grossberg will 3-bet from the small and take it down. 8-7 for Alistair. Queen-4 for Lena. Get a 3-blind raise from the small, call from the big. King-10-4 flop. Pair first, nothing. Fire away, Alistair. Oh, he checks. Lena checks, deuce on the turn. Fire away, Alistair. Fire away. 2.1. 3.6, that'll get the job done. Right? Or did Lena trap him? No, with a pair of 4s, hit the muck. Dee-bitty-dee. King-4 for Alistair opens the button. King-7 for Grossberg. I don't know why I wanted to see a 3-bet, but I felt it. Didn't happen this time. Queen-Jack-7 flop. Goes check, bet, call. We're off to the turn. 10 of hearts. 4.2 blinds is the size on the flop, and the 7s hit the muck. Alistair played that one sneakily. King-6 for Grossberg will race to 3.22 blinds from the small. 7s for Alistair in the big place call. Ace-5-3 flop. These guys look like they're willing to throw chips around. Small bet on the flop here, 1.7 blinds. Alistair has to call. No diamond in his holding, which kind of sucks. Yo, Alistair raises to 6 blinds. They'll take the pot down on the ace-high board, which is interesting. King-King versus Ace-Jack versus deuces. 3 ways to the flop. Unless Alistair 3-bets. They do 3-bet to 9 blinds, and they're in trouble here as Grossberg's got those kings, the Cowboys, yo. They'll come in for a 4-bet to what, like 15? Smaller? 17 is the size from Grossberg. And Alistair's in trouble. Don't rip. Let's just go to the flop. 17. Holy fuck, this is disgusting. How many bets is this? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bets, and Ace-Jack folds. Huge pot goes Grossberg's way. Nice fold by Alistair in the end after sticking in 30 blinds. Ace-8 for Lena. King-4 for Alistair. We'll see a Ace-Jack-10 flop. Not the best news for Alistair, but they got the backdoor royal flush draw. Immediate straight draw to the queen. Backdoor flush draw in there, and Alistair lets her go. Damn shame. Ace-10 for Lena. Sees an open from Jack-6. We get a Queen-9-5 flop. Flop goes check, bet, call. We're off to the turn. 9 of diamonds. Interesting. No draw for nobody. No pairs for nobody. Lena leads out the turn. 2 blinds and takes the pot down somehow. Riddle me that one, Poker Stars. Another ace-king for Lena. They'll limp it on in. Grossberg with 3-5-0 might bump it up here, which would be cool. But then Lena 4-bets and takes it down. Or is it a 3-bet? My apologies. Anyways, we get a limp and a check and a queen-4 flop. Whoa, wrapped around that 4, Grossberg calls and picks up a straight draw on the deuce turn. I bet 2 blinds here. Got a call and a 3 on the river. Bad news for Lena as it goes check, check. King-5 will raise to 3 blinds. Alistair with a king and a jack in the big will call. Ooh, a king-high board, but there's bad news for Alistair. There's that sneaky little 5 there. Grozorg bets 2 blinds. Alistair might raise. Uh-oh, they call deuce on the turn. Brings in another flush draw as a brick, however. Alistair's in trouble. Grozorg bets again. 9.5 blinds, yo. That leaves 20 behind. Grozorg with 2 pairs. Top pair for Alistair. They call and smack a queen on the river. That's no good. I don't know what else to say, dude. Alistair GG. Grozorg rips. If I'm Alistair, I might snap call. Both flush draws miss. 6, 7, 8, 7. Jack 10 does get there. Ace 3, Ace 4, clubs, spades. 3, 4, 4, 6. 3, 6, call. Grozorg wins a huge ass pot with the 2 pairs. We're heads up, Lena versus Grozorg. Both players say GGGL, that's cool. 10-6 for Grozorg. Ace 8 for Lena. King Jack 4 flop goes check bet, called 9 on the turn. Straight draw for Grozorg might continue to tell the story. Instead, they check it on back and pick up a pair of 6s on the river. They'll take down the 7 blinds in the middle, except they see a 7 blind lead. If I'm Grozorg, I'm kind of scared. And they let go of the pair of 6s. Nicely done by Lena to start off the heads up battle. 7-8. Lena opens and takes it down pre. Ooh, Ace Queen versus King 10. We'll get a raise and a 3-bet and a call. Do we 4-bet? No. Ace 8-8 flop is kind of boring. Lena bets 4 blinds. I suppose Grozorg can call again. Get a 4 on the turn. Lena bets 8 blinds. Grozorg says, well, if I was good pre-flop, if I'm good on the flop, I'm good on the turn. That's the fold. 10-6 will raise again for Grozorg on the button. 9-5 this time for Lena in the big. Is suited, unbooted, comes in for another 3-bet and we'll take it down pre. Queen 3 versus Queen 5. We'll see a King Jack 2 flop. 1.4 blinds is the bet in position by Lena with no pairs. 3 in a row for Grozorg. Backdoor flush draw finds the call Jack on the turn. Turn goes bet. Fold. Nice little steal there by Grozorg as the Jack pairs the board on the turn. 6-5. Grozorg raises and takes it down pretty. Boppity boo. 6s versus 9-6. Lena opens. Grozorg 3-bets and takes it down pre. 9-4. Grozorg limps. 9-8. Lena raises to 4.5 blinds and takes it down. Jack 10 for Lena. King 5 for Grozorg. Another 2 pairs for the King 5. However, nothing doing at all for Lena. No pair, no draw. Gets a free river. The 6 of diamonds changes the board quite a bit as there any 4 makes a straight. I mean the flush. What do I mean? It changes the board. There's a flop flush potential. It doesn't change the board, although a few straight draws get there. 8-9, 8-4, any 4, ace. No, not ace. Not ace. 8-7-5 flop. We're moving along swiftly. Grozorg has a straight draw. Pair of 7s for Elena. Grozorg bets 2.3 blinds, which is half pot. Lena calls with the pair of 7s. Grozorg picks up a pair of 6s. Lots of pairs going on here. Oh, 1 pair for each player, I suppose, until it's 3 of a kind on the river for Grozorg. Pretty rude as it goes runner 6-6. Whoa! we see a check back in position? Oh, any 9 or 4 makes a straight. There's 3 diamonds out there. Grozorg with the king 9 will 3-bet and take it down. 10-7 versus 8s. Get a raise and a 3-bet and hopefully a call. Would be kind of cool. We do see it in a 10 high board. Any 7 will give Lena a straight and Grozorg 2 pairs. Lena checks. Grozorg bets big, 8.6 blinds. King on the turn. Interesting. 35 blinds in the middle, 37 behind. Turn goes check, check. 9 on the river. I don't think Lena bluffs, but would it work? Probably. We got a little bit of showdown value versus like ace, queen, ace, jack, some sort of diamond draw. That might bluff on the river. Whoa, do we got a call with the 8s? Is the game over? No way. 10-7 rips it all in. Does 8s call? Is the game over? No, don't let it be. I don't know why. It's so surprising. Is the game over, Lena? Thanks for checking out the show. If you made it all the way through this bullshit, hopefully we'll see you in another video. Until then, adios amigos. Oh, come on, Lena, find the fold. Get out of here, dude. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You don't even have a jack or a queen, dude. Don't even got a king. Think long, think right. Think long, think right, and Lena finds the fold. Nicely done. Beautiful shit by Lena there. I would have clicked the call button, I think. Anyways, we get a jack 8-7 flop. Lena with 9-4. We'll bet and take it on down. Queen 5 for Grozorg. We'll raise and take it down pretty. Queen 7 for Lena. We'll limp it on in. Grozorg with 10-5 is thinking about a raise, but they check it on back. Jack 7-6 flop. Goes check, min, bet, fold, and then we're moving along. Queen 7, Grozorg opens. 5-6 for Lena. Checks or calls and checks it on back as they flop 2 pairs. Wait, calls and checks it on over, not checks it on back. Grozorg with 3 in a row bets and picks up a straight draw on the 9 turn. Blocks the clubs. Could always go for a triple barrel bluff if clubs complete, or what about a 10 or jack? 10 jack. Club we bluff on. Lena says we'll just rip it all in on the turn and take it down. Queen 3 versus King Queen. We get a 7-6-2 flop. Goes check, check. 3 on the turn. Good news for Grozorg. 5 on the river. I don't know if they get any pennies here, but they'll take the 4 in the middle. River goes check, check. King 6 sees a king high board. Check raises the Grozorg bottom pair of 4s. Grozorg calls. A 6 would have been dirty as fuck, yo. Jack on the turn. So, like, I suppose all the straight draws miss and the flush draw misses. Lena bets again and takes the pot down. Ace 10 versus Queen 5. We get a King Queen 5 flop. Grozorg with the 2 pairs sees a 3 blind bet and might check raise, and then Lena says, yo, this is unfortunate, and I have to fold my straight draw to the jack, or do I call? Well, it don't matter now. That straight draw sucks. Queen pairs the board on the turn. Grozark will give him a free river. Seven of clubs, so no danger. Jack 10 misses. 10-9. Jack 9. What else? It's hard to find some bluffs here other than the obvious ones. Would it ever be like Jack 8 of spades, Jack 8 of diamonds? Or would it be more like 8-7? Something wrapped around the 5. 6-7. That makes a pair on the river. That wouldn't do that. Hard to find some bluffs there on the river that will rip it all in. Jack 5 will limp for Lena. Ace 9 for Grozark. We'll rip it all in and take it down pre. Ace Jack for Grozark. Nothing doing for Lena, but they get a free flop, so they'll take it. Queen 8-4 flop goes check, bet fold, and we're moving along. Wow, these kings are working good for Grozark today. Another 2 pairs, but a 3 flush board. A 4th diamond on the river. Counterfeits the 2 pair. Goes check, check, and Grozark takes down 2 blinds. Nothing doing here but Grozark in position with the better holding. We'll bet. Lena will get out of there with 10-6. 9-9-3 was the flop. King 6, Lena raises the button. Ace 9 for Grozark will 3-bet. Lena will 4-bet. Grozark will rip and take it down. Yeah, there we go. Lena down to 16 bigs now. That's unfortunate. They come in for the raise facing the limp. 10-4 will call and flop bottom pair. Lena bets another 2.5 blinds with no draw. Sorry, backdoor straight draw. Lena bets a third. Grozark calls and makes 3 of a kind on the turn here. Hopefully Lena gives it up instead of ripping it all in. They do find the check. Oh, sorry, I didn't even pay attention, but I presume Grozark bets and takes it down on the river. King Queen will raise and take it down pre. Queens for Grozark will limp it on in. 6-5 checks it on back. No 2 pair this time. Ace Jack 2 flop goes check, bet fold, and we're moving along. Ace 3 versus Ace Deuce. We're all in pre and a 3 for Grozark. Any chops with the Jack? No. 5 on the river. Grozark finally gets the job done, and that's the end of the show. So if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. Hopefully we'll see you in another video. Until then, adios amigos.